Hey everybody, we're going to fix all the design problems with this floor plan. It's 818 square feet. It's a newly built mid-rise condo in Huntington Beach, California, and there's a lot of issues with it, a lot of small things, but we're going to fix it. Let's have a look. The kitchen, I think, faces the wrong way. It faces into this hallway space. I think this hallway is a waste of space. So is this oversized pantry and laundry space. You really don't have room for that in 818 square feet. I think the furniture layout is poorly done. We'll fix that. I do not like how you access the master bedroom directly off the living room. The doors swing outward into the bedroom is a problem because I think it's going to restrict access. The master bathroom layout is okay, but I think there's too much floor space, and I really don't like how the closet is accessed only through the bathroom. So let's redraw this plan. We're going to fix all the problems. I'm going to argue that the changes that we're going to make are really going to improve the functionality of the floor plan, and because of that, it's also going to add an increase to the property value. And if the developer had done this from the beginning, I don't think it would have cost any additional money, because all we're really doing is just rearranging all of the parts and creating something new. So I've done a little bit of work in advance. Let's have a look. We really have to start by dealing with the organization of the plan. I think one of the problems was that single bathroom was only accessed through the master bedroom. I'm going to propose that we move the bathroom to this back corner so that we can access it both from the bedroom and from the public space of the house. So what I've done is I have reorganized how we deal with the entry. I've actually created a kind of an entry space, and I've changed the swing of the door, and that's going to allow us to put a bench in the section of the entry behind the door. And now we've got this space here that we can use for the front entry closets, which I'm going to propose tuck into this space behind the door here. And then this extra room, we have room for a stacker, washer, and dryer behind a millwork door. This is really, really nice because this is actually in the entry space, so it's separate from everything else. So now let's move into the main space of the house. We're gonna work on the kitchen and the layout of the living room space. So we've got this notch here now, which is kind of interesting because we can put pantry storage in this notch. We have to keep these structural column elements because this is a mid-rise tower and we can't change the structural elements of the building. So now this sets up how we're going to lay out the kitchen against this back wall. I always start by placing the refrigerator because it is the biggest appliance, and once you place that, everything else kind of falls into place. I'm going to make the same type of design that was in the unit before, which is a peninsula kitchen where they had the island engaged into the wall. It's not a bad use of space in this particular unit. So we can put the cooktop on the back wall, and then we can put upper cabinets, and then we can finish off by putting our sink and our dishwasher in the peninsula. And then that allows us to have 4 bar stools. The nice thing about this is, unlike the previous arrangement, when you're standing in the kitchen now, the orientation is out towards the view, which is fantastic. Before we were facing into that terrible wall. It's nice to have the pantry storage also as access from the kitchen, but outside of the main circulation zone. So in terms of the furniture layout, we can put the dining table in front of the window. And I like the dining table in this location because you can actually see it as soon as you walk in the front door. It's a nice thing to look at, and I like it being up against the window. And then we can put a nice big sectional sofa on the opposite side for the living room furniture grouping, and we can really stretch this one long because we've got this big long wall that it can set against. I really like sectional sofas. I don't know if any of you have realized that, but I use them all the time in these plan attack videos because I think they work really, really well to define the living space and also keep it open. So do something like that for the sectional sofa. So that's the living room grouping. Let's finish off the rest. Interestingly, now we've got this access to the bedroom. I'm going to propose that what we do is we put the walk-in closet actually as a walk-through closet with closed wardrobe storage. I really like using wardrobe closets with doors on them instead of open millwork or open shelving closets because they keep everything nice and neat. And this is great because you walk into the bedroom. If these are closed door wardrobes, they're nice to look at, and then you can walk between the bedroom and the bathroom. I'm going to suggest that we put a sliding door into the bedroom. The bedroom furniture can pretty much be exactly the same as it was before. We really can't move the master bedroom location because it has to be where the window is. Everybody knows that that's critical. We have this niche here where we can put some bookshelves or something nice to look at, and then we've also got now room for a nice reading chair in the bedroom in this corner. We've got our sliding door there. Let's finish off at the bathroom very quickly. We're gonna put all the same elements back in that we had before. I'm gonna put a freestanding tub, not a deck tub, but a freestanding tub in this section. I'm gonna tuck the toilet in behind the door, which is not a bad location for that. And then in the opposite corner, we're gonna put a nice big glass shower, and that is a good spot for it because it's on axis with the door and it's a nice thing to look at. And then we can put our double floating vanity with 2 sinks, because that's what we had in the design before, on this opposite wall. So this is really nice because your guests can come in this way. You can close this door off for privacy from the bedroom, and it also becomes part of the master ensuite. So that is what I'm going to suggest we do to redraw this 818 square foot 1-bedroom newly built condo from Huntington Beach, California. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this design, so you can post a comment or you can send me a message.